What is up, you sexy motherfuckers? Let's talk about this Nigel Farage bank account getting shut down thing. If you're not familiar with it, Farage went on Twitter Thursday night and he said that the bank had shut his account with no notice and no reason. And so he's like, this is because of my political beliefs. I'm being politically persecuted. That is the only explanation. And there's a bunch of us who are sort of, playfully speculating. I don't know what his financial dealings are, but I can imagine that a bank would let pretty much anyone have a bank account. They deal with drug dealers. They deal with trafficking ring people. Some banks throw people off the fucking building when they whistleblow what they've all been up. Banks are not some moral crusader, They would let you have an account if they thought they could profit out of it. So, why would a bank shut an account of Nigel Farage? That's a big question. It's like the only situation or scenario I can think of where they would be forced to withdraw that facility from Nigel Farage is if the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority, or the NCA, the National Crime Agency, if they were like, look, if you are seen to facilitate criminal activity, dodgy funds, strange, nefarious sources or something. Again, I don't know what he's up to. No fucking idea what his financial dealings are. But this is the sort of scenario I could imagine a bank withdrawing that facility for. That would make sense to me. A bank going on some sort of moral crusade. Like, what do you think bankers are? Do you think bankers are all woke? Is that where we are now? Bankers have gone woke, guys. Bankers have just ad hoc pivoted and become moral crusaders for what is just and good and right. So I think that's what's happened. And I think anyone with a brain would conclude that that is what's happening here, is that they've cancelled his account. They haven't given him a reason because to do so would jeopardize some sort of investigation or whatever is going on. Meanwhile, he's completely in the dark. He's like, I don't know why have they done this to me? I'm being persecuted. And here's the funny bit. The Telegraph have just taken his narrative, his line, and run with it. They're not saying anything about like the FCA or the NCA or what scenarios might necessitate the immediate cancellation of a current account. I'm not talking about any of that. Instead, what they're doing, they go, well, the Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, says we have to keep a watchful eye on the banks and free speech and freedom of finance, and this is an assault on liberty, and we will be watching the banks. It's like, are you out of your fucking mind? Hunt is the Chancellor. He's top of financial services. The idea that he doesn't know what's actually going on with this is fanciful. The whole thing is fucking ridiculous.